All right, all right. So we are joined by Angel Abrego. He's the owner and CEO of Elite Premier Nursing Services, and really glad to have you on here today. So thanks for being here.
Glad to be here, Kevin.
Awesome, man. Awesome. So before we get into it, just let everyone know who you are and what your company does.
All right. Well, my name is Angel Abrego. I'm the CEO of Elite Premier Nursing Services. We are in the home health sector in Florida. We specialize in private duty and IV infusions. And that's basically what we do. We do a lot of staffing at a lot of facilities. We do a lot of in-home patient care. And what I like to say is we're revolutionizing the way healthcare is done.
Excellent. Excellent. Good stuff. So, from your standpoint, when you look at, maybe home health, but healthcare in total or as a whole, really, what are some trends that you see going on as we finish the second half of 2022 going into 2023?
To be honest with you, there is a massive change happening in the industry right now, some for the good and some for the not so good. I see a lot of venture capitalists jumping into the market right now, specifically in our state as well. So we have a lot of people jumping in here trying to get a piece of the healthcare space. Healthcare right now, obviously, we just went through a pandemic. So you see we had a massive situation on our hands and there's a massive opportunity. Everybody's trying to come in right now. They're trying to find a way to capitalize on healthcare and try to be the one, as like I say, we revolutionize the way things are doing, the way things
Sure.
are going forward. But the one thing that I do notice is there's a massive disparity right now, and it's happening in every industry across the country right now, from the hiring process and then, where you actually recruiting and retaining these individuals. So as they say, it's the great resignation that's happening nationwide. I sort of see it as a massive opportunity for people to have the ability to elevate their game in the industry, to be able to change their roles. This is the first time in our history, I would be able to say, at least in my lifetime, where the employee is actually in control over the employer when it comes to what we're going to do, how much we're getting paid, and what we're willing to put up with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Interesting perspective. And that's just, it cycles, right? Sometimes it's an employee market, and sometimes, it's an employer market, and it's just the nature of it. And so, staying on the lines of hiring and recruiting and everything, with your company specifically, or within your industry, within the home healthcare sector, what are you seeing in terms of patterns and trends when it comes, more specifically to hiring and recruitment?
Well, what I've noticed is a lot of companies have really kind of sat back and they've kind of started to think to themselves, okay, how much money can we throw at this problem right now? There's a massive employment issue. We don't have enough employees, and they're trying to rack their brains and figure out how much money do we throw at the problem. But in my honest opinion, in working with Bear, we kind of came to the conclusion that it's not so much the financial aspect as the opportunity. It is exactly what it is that they're getting out of it and how does it benefit them. Is it a flexibility in schedule? Is it a situation of, they'd be able to get more paid time off? Are they able to work remote? That is the big position change that I say within the industry in itself. So it's not so much how much money we throw at it. It's more what opportunities are you offering individuals? That's really the wave that's behind this big, great resignation that's happening right now.
Well said. Well said. And I mean, yeah, candidates are extra picky because the companies really have to be creative with their offering. They have to when you look at everything, when it comes to compensation, to benefits, do you offer work from home, everything along those lines, companies have really, generally speaking, stepped their game up to what they're offering, to what they're to the opportunity that they're giving potential candidates. And the companies that adapt and change to that, are obviously going to be the ones that are not going to have any issue, hiring the right talent for their team. And the ones that stay behind and don't change with that, they're going to feel it. So yeah, great.
They're already feeling it. Trust me.
Exactly. Yeah.
Especially in our industry in healthcare, that we've had the status quo for a very, very long time.
Sure.
And in particular nurses as well. They've been undervalued for so many years. So having the ability now to say, we're the ones in demand, we're the ones that set the price,
Yeah.
It's something that has changed our industry drastically in the medical profession, from doctors, office managers, administrators, all of these things now. They see the massive value in it, and it's definitely leading this massive change in the industry.
Totally, totally. Couldn't agree more. And so just a last question for you in terms of working with us, and want to hear a little bit about your experience. How was that? And what was it like working with Bear Recruiting?
I mean, working with Kevin and his team at Bear, it was absolutely amazing for us. We were able to connect with Kevin at any time of the week, any time of the day. His team was always there to support us and help us and guide us on what we needed to do to fit whatever position it was that we were trying to fill at our company. The one good thing about working with them is we got with Bear in the very beginning of the pandemic situation and realized, okay, the market and the industry has to pivot. Everybody was on Indeed, everybody was on Zip, everybody was on the traditional online things, trying to recruit any way that they could, the way the traditional style was. This is kind of when we got with Bear and decided to come up with an amazing project, and it allowed us to pivot and get right in front of the consumer so that we would be able to take our company directly to them at all times, at any part of the country, any part of the state or the city that we wanted to be in, and be able to hire directly. So now the employees were not just coming to me, I was coming to them. And that is the massive change that's happening in our industry now. Companies cannot just sit and wait for people to come work. You have to go out there and get your talent. And this is actually something that was amazing for us. And Bear, we were able to create this thing and create a plan for our company that worked. And it was absolutely amazing. I'm actually beating the industry right now, ahead of applicants. People are asking me, where are you finding these people? I'm turning people down right now. And it's absolutely ridiculous that my competitors or other individuals in the space haven't caught on to it yet.
Sure.
But it's amazing. Kevin and his team are fantastic. You're definitely in good hands. And like I said, they're always there to answer any questions for you guys. It's absolutely a blessing to work with them.
Thank you so much for the kind words. Always value the partnership. And so with that being said, man, listen, thanks for being on here. Thanks for your input and insight on everything that we talked about. And, obviously if there's anything I can do for you, just let me know. But, that's it, man. All the best to you. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Kevin. Have a good one.
All right. You as well.